What is up, guys? This is part 2 for the Naruto mobile game for the Chinese that they have, which I wish we had in America, but we sadly don't. I'm going to start far right, and then I'm going to go to the far left. We're going in the middle this time, so this will be a lot more of a fast video than the last one. Starting from the far right, this is how you get your scrolls, the easy way to do it. You can get animal currency, the blue stuff for upgrading the weapons near the amulets, and your scrolls for different attacks to level them up. If you click on this box right here, you spend 100 gold and it basically triples what you get. So if you get 5 scrolls, then 5 times 3 is 15, you get 15 scrolls. That's how that would work pretty much. I don't know the exact scrolls because I don't do this event a lot, but you can do this up to 2 times a day. So you can blow up to 200 gold on this if you wanted to daily. And this is a pretty fast way to level up your combat power if you just have all the gold in the world. I don't recommend it unless you're just trying to impress someone, I guess, but that's about it with that. Top right here, yeah, there's 2 things here. The blue one is like another mini campaign, except for, like, I don't want to say it's auto, but basically what you do is you play it and you see how far you can get. It goes up to 420, which is a fantastic number, by the way. You should always remember that 420 is probably one of my top 2 favorite numbers behind 69. Anyways, so basically you do this. This is basically story mode. It does revolve around your CP, but it's not like it's not really telling a story, really. It's just, you know, they're testing yourself out. If you press the button in the bottom middle with the 2 fingers that are showing the hand sign, you can do it once a week, but you can auto run everything up to the level that you're at to get extra money and extra utilities, basically, is what that gives you. On the right side with the red banner here, this is your auto PvP. So there's 2 different types of PvP. There's PvP that you actually play, and then there's auto PvP. All you gotta do is press the shuriken on the bottom right beside. Let me see if I can close this out. So if you look at the bottom middle, it says 486 tokens. So that's your auto tokens. So if you press the shuriken and press OK, you can switch the characters out by touching whichever one and picking. But all you have to do is press this button, and it says, "Are you sure?" You press the left button, and it auto runs for you. If you want to stop at a certain level, like let's say I wanted to stop here, you just press the shuriken again and it stops. Just make sure that if you finish it, which I did not, you click on the reward. Now you can do this once a day too. So if you get to, let's say you get stuck here, you just press the middle ramen button. It takes you back 4 slots and you just start over basically. If you hit 15, then it doesn't matter. It automatically resets for you, so you don't have to do it, but that's about it. The shop on the right, where it's the red scroll, that's just where you can buy certain character pieces. This never changes as far as I know. It's been here for like a year. But what you would want to buy here after getting all the characters is probably the red, like, little mark things on the bottom right. Below that is your amulets. This is pretty straightforward stuff here. You don't really need to mess with anything other than the very far right button. This takes you to upgrading your amulets, or your gears, I mean. You can upgrade something. I've never done this before, but it's not relevant enough, honestly. This is an event that you can do with 10 other people, but if you don't know Chinese, it's better to probably just avoid this. You can try using translators and all that, or finding a group, but there's nothing that special about it. It just gives you, it has the chance to give you gear that you typically can't get, not easily anyways. This far right one is what you want to do here. This takes you to the actual amulet page, and there's only really 2 things you need to know here. One, you can invite any friend that has a fist thing up if they want to. They don't even have to, but it gives them a message. And all you do is, if you press the bottom left one under the 3 pictures here, so there's mine in the middle, and there's 2 on the bottom. If you press the left side one, it'll try to hook you up with another group. But I'm not interested. And if you press the right one, it will go solo. But if you have friends with you, it'll have your friends only, and it won't look for anyone else. On the very bottom right, it says 0 of 5. If you do this 5 consecutive days in a row, it doesn't have to be consecutive, but if you do it 5 times, it'll say 5-5. You press it, and it's basically auto runs for amulets, so you can get like 10 free amulets because you get 2 per run. You can use it at 1, but I save up for 5 just to see what I get. And yeah, you cannot do this unless you actually kill it though. So if you get up to 4 out of 5, then you want to use it as soon as you hit 5 of 5, because you can't use it the next day. You have to kill the amulet boss at least once. So moving on, where Jiraiya is pretty much looking at is you can do this daily, but it's a fast way to get XP. The far left one is experience. The middle one is your animal currency, which I recommend always doing that one because you want to get your animal currency up as high as you can. And the far right one is money. It is not gold, it's just the coins. It doesn't give you a lot, but it's enough to give you a head start. And if you're on a new server, you definitely want to do this like for a very long time. So above that, near the Hokage stone wall here, is the PvP station. I'm not going to go into much detail here, and I forgot that this reset, and that sucks. Whatever. We're going to go into this really fast, starting from the very far right. The only one you really need to know is the bottom right. It's the shop. You can only use these characters and whatever you get from PvP only. You cannot use this anywhere else. I think you can use them to practice in your arena, but you cannot use them anywhere else. But that's about it with that. For this, all you really need to know is we'll start from the left side. This shuriken is unranked PvP, so no matter what, your ranking won't go down. The one beside it is ranked PvP. This one you need to do good on pretty much, or else, because the reason why is because you want to get scrolls. That's not what I was looking for. The higher your rank is, the more scrolls you get, and the better badge you get. The one to the right of it, I'm pretty sure is, yeah, so it's not working. Yeah, so this is an event that I don't really mess with, but I believe you can get gold from it. The only other one I did was this very far right one. These are just different events. Sometimes they change, sometimes they don't. It's kind of weird. Like this snake one was actually on the right side in the past, but like it's just another event where you can open these boxes right here and you can get different rewards. There's character pieces and sometimes gold too. So to the left of that, where this like tower is your organization hut, basically, where you can like see your organization and all that. This is the list of people online. It gives you all your information, tells you everything about your organization, and there's stuff in the like tower itself, so I will show y'all. This is your prayer room. You only need to do the bottom left one. You should never do that unless you're just filthy stinking rich and you just hate yourself. This is pretty much just, you want to come here when the organization gets to 25, because then you get this reward and you get this reward that I just picked, which you saw earlier. The 21 you can only get at a certain time period. If you live in America, you're most likely not getting this because you're probably asleep. And the gold reward isn't really worth staying up that late for anyways, because 9 out of 10 times the reward is probably between 5 and 10 gold at most. So that's what this is right here. That's the healing room. That's the praying room right there. This frog right here is the shop. You can buy certain things here. I'm actually going to buy this now because I didn't do that. And the one below that is if you do the organization event, which I will show y'all really shortly. Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. And you can buy these characters here too. I think it's important to get awesome as soon as you can. If you buy the monthly card, you can get a free A rank already. But it's an easy way to get an A rank, pretty much. This board just tells you the characters are on, and that screen I showed you earlier. Aruka does the events. The very far right one you can only do once a month, and it tells you the days on it. So November the 16th, and then the one on the left is November the 2nd. Yeah, to do the one on the right side, you need to do the event 1 week prior to it. So if like it's 11, I don't know what fucking, if it's 11/9, I believe is what it is. You need to do that event first, and then you can do this event, which gives you the gold coins, which is what you can use to get Sage Jiraiya, which you get very little of unless you're just in the best org. The left one though, I can show you real quick. It just takes you to this little room right here. You click on it when it's time to do it. You click on that yellow button and you just do PvP basically with other people in your server. That's what that is. This button is for the other event that comes around for organizations. I don't really mess with it because I'm usually never on. I'm usually asleep. But basically you can do other events to give you more rewards. That's the best way I can explain it. This guy right here to the right of Kakashi is where you kill the Akatsuki weekly. This is a very important thing to do. The only thing you really need to know is as soon as this event comes up, it resets on Sunday if you're in America, Monday anywhere else probably. Is that the rewards you get are actually decent. These are the rewards you get: 4,000 of your currency, your guild currency, 4,500 of your animal currency. And this is per each one too. You can get up to 6 rewards here. As long as your organization is active in pretty much any way, you can get this. I believe, if I remember correctly, you can do this 3 times a day. Maybe it's 3 times a week, I'm not sure. But either way, definitely do this and get your rewards. All you have to do is just press the bottom right button and you get it. Here's Kakashi. He doesn't really do much, honestly. You can press this little box button, and if you complete the killing Akatsuki event, which is another one that happens like after every event, you can get one of these rewards, but typically never wait to do it. Last is this scroll thing where you can use gold to do certain things, but the one time I tried it, it never worked. I would not waste your time with it. Going above it to the left of the Hokage stone face is the rankings. So basically you can just pick whichever character. It doesn't really matter. Or player, I mean. You can pick whatever player and just vote for them. Nothing too special. And that's pretty much it. It tells you your ranking, if you're high enough. If you're not, it doesn't matter. And you can look at other stuff like the top organizations, and that's pretty much it. So going below that, back to the organization thing and to the bottom left, is this little event you can do. It's not a hard event to do at all. Literally, you just pick whichever one you want to. You pick a character. It doesn't really matter that much, and that's about it. And it gives you whatever reward it says it's going to give you too. It is used to also complete an event too, in the blue box on the very far right side of the screen. So above that to the left is this little house thing right here. This is something that you don't get to do a lot because they don't update it very frequently. But all you do is you just play through. It basically tells you the story. It's basically the story, but you can't really lose unless you're just like not playing. The only thing you really need to worry about here is pressing this button on the very bottom right, not the movie film, but the one to the left of it, where the finger pointing at it. If you press that yellow button, it'll give you 10 gold. You can only do it once per chapter, so if you do all 12, that's 120 gold. Above that with a red circle is your auto PvP. So what it does is it tells you your team composition, what place you're in, and all that stuff. The bottom right is where you start searching for matches. You can look, and all you want to really worry about is looking at the combat power. So below the 3 characters, it'll tell you mine is 1415, and on the right side, it'll tell you the combat power of their player too. So 1509, 1835, 1677, and 1499. You never want to go against someone that is above you because you're going to lose and you're going to fall really far down the rankings. And honestly, if you just want to be safe, it would be better for you to go for someone that's typically 50k under you. So since I'm 1415, it'd be better if I attacked anyone that is 1360 and lower. So theoretically, if I wanted to, I should attack this 1205, but I'm not going to. To the left of that is the monthly event that can happen for your organization. The very far left one is basically organization versus organization. This is very important to get your 3rd Hokage pieces, and if your org gets high enough, then you can do the other event, like cross server, and if you get high enough, you can get a lot of 3rd Hokage pieces. On the right side is another monthly event where you can get Onoki pieces, and sadly I cannot do this event because I have no idea how to, but typically like there's a frog board and you have to you got to do what you got to do pretty much. But you can get up to, I think if you're just like logged in for it, you can get one Onoki piece each time, which is not a lot, honestly. Lastly, below that on the very, very far left side is nothing important at all. Actually, it just takes you to a website, and that's literally it. There's literally nothing special to it. And that is pretty much it. If y'all have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I will help y'all out. Thank y'all for watching, and peace out.